Despite all the roadblocks, I think I've come to the conclusion that this is something that I'd want to do for the rest of my life. This is what e-commerce probably looks like too. You know, everyone thinks it's easy money, but you're actually creating a business from scratch. The journey I've had over the last 2 years, as I've become an addict to this entire model, is something that I've gotten so many DMs and messages about. People asking me, how I did it, for advice, people even asking me to build their entire brand, hoping that I'll be able to hit the same levels for them that I did for myself multiple times, all while carrying a full-time job as a software engineer. And because of all that outreach, I thought it was finally time to sit down and kind of take you guys through this entire journey with me. I really want to do a deep dive in this entire game because number one, I love it, and number two, I'm very passionate about it. And I also see how other YouTubers don't really dig into the risks associated with it and how crazy it can really get at scale. Like, you are essentially carrying an entire business on your back, right? So there's a lot of roadblocks, a lot of problems, a lot of things that really aren't in your control, and that can be frustrating. And I really want to talk about that. Also, I noticed that there's a lot of solutions that I deployed to scale a lot of brands to above 6 figures that I don't necessarily see on YouTube. And I kind of want to touch on that as well. So despite all the roadblocks, I think I've come to the conclusion that this is something that I'd want to do for the rest of my life. So sit back, enjoy the roller coaster. I'm about to give you guys a very transparent look into what it's like to scaling a brand to 2.5 million in just a year. So now that I've had a chance to kind of take a breath and kind of cool down from all this scaling, I've decided that I want to talk about my journey. The ups, the downs, the insane downs. And I really want you guys to see what the entire experience is like, from ideation to execution. And then I want you guys to make that decision for yourselves. Is this right for you? Just know that it's a marathon. It looks very flashy online, but really it's very lonely. It's very expensive. And anyone that says that you could do it without a full-time job or some type of financial backing is just lying to you. That's not possible. And I also want to talk about the dangers of scale, because finding the winning product is just one thing. Now, when it comes to scale, the product, the platform, the IP isn't really yours. So there's a lot of risk there. And that can be very taxing because you can get frustrated at how out of control you can be at so many points in the game. But if you're persistent and you're always testing and you're always down to pivot and you don't get discouraged, there is a lot of money to be made. The high that you can get from just sitting and playing video games or, watching TV and just see money pour into your account, that feeling is irreplaceable to this day.